Some major milestones for fourth-year York University student Nahom Worku after being recognized for his app, Access Ed, designed to offer learning resources, especially for places where Wi-Fi is less than stellar. He was distinguished as a winner of the Swift Student Challenge that's put on by Apple, and also had a chance to meet and present his work to Apple CEO Tim Cook at the Worldwide Developers Conference at Apple Park. We'd like to welcome Nahom to CP24 Breakfast. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You must be thrilled. Earlier this month, you were in California at Apple Park with 50 other students, but you were only one of 11 to get to speak to the man, Tim Cook.
Yes.
What was that like for you?
Demoing my app to Tim Cook at Apple Park was a very humbling experience for me, as he was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I was demoing my app pretty much last out of the 11 students, and I had some experience from seeing other students present. And he showed up unexpectedly. First, we were presenting to Susan, which is a VP for the worldwide relations. And he was fully engaged while I was demoing my app to Tim Cook. And he was pretty much making some funny comments, saying that I wish I had an app like this when I was younger. And he was a very nice guy at the end of the day. And it was very humbling for me to get a reaction like that from someone I truly admire.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure not a lot of people, can say that you were looking at footage of you showing your app to him. So let's talk about Access Ed and your inspiration to create it. I understand that you grew up in Ethiopia,
yes,
and you saw the disparity in education for certain students. So what exactly does your app do?
My app first has an onboarding experience where students can enter their background information, such as their name, grade, and their interest when it comes to the courses. And the app uses CoreML, which is a machine learning model, where the students would be getting recommendation based on their profile, recommended courses. And it also uses machine learning to come up with flashcards, so students can just upload a picture of their notes, and the app uses another CoreML model to come up with flashcards. So it would be extracting the text from each uploaded pictures, and then the ML model would be coming up with the flashcards automatically.
Okay. And we mentioned that, this app is really to help a lot of students or people in the world where, let's say, they don't have a steady Wi-Fi connection. So how does that work exactly?
So Apple provides a database where you can have all the information locally on the phone without using the Wi-Fi or the internet. So I'm going to be saving all the information from the students locally on the phone using Swift data. And this was also inspired by my own experience, because I grew up in Ethiopia where we don't have access to the internet. So everything we used to was everything local on the phone without the internet. So that was one of the reasons I created everything using Swift data.
Yeah. And your inspiration, I was reading your story, very fascinating. You said that you didn't want to, your career path was either a pilot, like one of your family members, or engineering. You're now in computer engineering. And something happened during the pandemic. You were inspired by this during the pandemic,
yes,
right?
Correct. So when I was in grade 10, there was a course called Careers and Civics. So there was an assignment where you have to come up with, do research on what you want to become. And I worked on being a pilot. And during the pandemic, I had a lot of free time, so I bought a book in coding. So I decided to make my own website, and I really liked it because it has the UI element and the coding element. And in university, I did my internship at CIBC as an iOS developer. And as iOS developer, and then I really liked, again, the UI and the coding element. And that's where I got introduced into iOS development. And I also wanted to become a pilot, like I said, but I was scared of flying.
Was your dad a pilot?
No, my uncle was a pilot.
Your uncle's a pilot,
yeah, my dad
okay.
is an engineer.
Yeah.
And I was scared of flying. I used to watch plane crash documentaries.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, I was no, it's not for me.
Maybe one day you can create an app to help people who have a fear of flying.
Yes, maybe.
That would be very helpful.
Yes.
But listen, Nahom, it's so great to meet you. I think you have a very bright future, and a lot of people will be scouting your talents. Congratulations on being one of these Swift Challenge winners, and we can't wait to see where Access